Okay. Hello, everybody. Hey, looking at no verse for me. You see, this old age, comes with a lot of things. So, how you guys doing? Are you doing okay? Sorry, multitasking as always. Come out from one thing, run, go enter the other thing. It did it easy, as one of my friends will say. But we're here. We made it to this place finally. Now I am gonna be a little bit selfish and do what I wouldn't normally do. Sometimes I do it, sometimes I forget. But those of you who understand the meat in the soup principle and agreement between me and my wife, will understand what I'm about to do now. So please, I'm begging you, just begging you seriously, to help maintain my normal portion in my soup by clicking on the subscribe button. A lot of you you come and watch us, you come and listen to us, you share our videos. I appreciate that so much. I thank you all the time. If I can, I'll buy one bottle of Ribena and and Mirinda for you. But please subscribe, okay, and click on the notification bell, and make sure that you spread the news about what we're doing. I want to appreciate you, Razak Ademola, all the way from West London. FH, I see you. Gladys Onyabo, Esther Luyede, IT Exploit. Okay, you're back. Good to see you. Like I also told you people, we are back. Let me remove that banner that says, okay, we're back. No more telling us that we're not back. Okay, So I like to appreciate everybody like always. And yeah, we're doing well. Adeola Makinde. Whoa. Thank you for coming on. Thank you for coming on. Somebody says, please increase the volume. Eh? Increase the volume. Chineke. Okay, let's go do something about the volume. You see my head don't do. My head don't do. I don't try. Rub every known something. You know, they grow. I cook my liver like that. My wife like am, so I no care. Ah, WMTV, they say make you check your volume or maybe not from your side. You know, say you dey side, so maybe the noise from the machine make you know the. But try check your side. Try check your side, baby. Maybe the volume thing is from your side. But I'm still gonna go to the volume. I'm going to a volume in our settings now to make sure that that our volume is high. So let me go to sound. Yeah, it's the volume is high from over here. So check your device, and I'm not saying they were machine they make noise. So maybe move away from the machines. Okay, no say. So we're good now. Like I said, please everybody go ahead and all this the number when I see now, although they don't show you the real numbers, but this number when I see now, let's just double it. The only way we can double it is by you taking this thing, going to share it on your Facebook page, on your WhatsApp group page, on anywhere. Just share it and let us double it so that at least when we are talking, we're not talking to ourselves alone. But let me also tell you, it's not just by the numbers. Yes, we appreciate the numbers, but you have to understand somebody wrote something today. It says narrow is the way that blah 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 leads to heaven, and wide is the way. It it works and then it doesn't work. It is good when you have a crowd, okay, because then you know that the kind of opinion you're getting from a lot of people. So it's always good if you have a number of people listening to you, but that will not make you still stop saying whatever you're saying. People don't like it when you're a bit too straight for them, when you tell the truth, but that's just who you are, and that's what you're going to continue doing. Can you? I don't know if you guys are feeling this thing the way I'm feeling it, but are you getting a feeling like I know by now it's almost like we should continue talking. We should just stop talking about Nigeria. Like it's just it's too annoying. Like every day you just wake up, you want to talk about Nigeria and the things that are not happening there, things that are going wrong, and you almost think people don't want to hear about it anymore. But when you realize that if you don't do it, your generation will hold you responsible. Your kids, when they read about what happened during your own time, they're going to ask you, Daddy, what did you do? And then I don't know what you're going to tell them. I'm trying to link my WhatsApp, guys. Give me 1 second. I don't know what you're going to tell your kids. Are you going to tell your kids that you got to a point and you got tired and you stopped talking? Why would you do that? Because whether you talk or you don't talk, the other people, and you know who I'm talking about, the ones who have raped the country, the ones who continue to rape the country, and you know what they do? They rape the country and they come and put it out on social media. How do they do this? They are so confident. They are so confident that after everything that they have done, they are bold enough to still come and post it online. They are no longer afraid. So whether you talk about it or you don't talk about it, it's not going to stop them. So I think about my kids. I think about what they're going to do tomorrow. And that is what makes me continue doing what I'm doing. I'm telling you, we can't just stop. We can't continue like this. Trust me. There are some days, not be one day, not be 2 days. I just ask myself, why am I still talking about these things? It's just overwhelming. But if you're like me, you look at somebody like Jonathan. You look at good luck Jonathan. You look at good luck Jonathan and you don't know what to say. You see, all those of you who always came to my you see why it is good to be consistent. You see why it is good to be consistent. We have stood by people like Omoyele Sowore. We have stood by people like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We have stood by people like Chief Sunday Igboho on this channel. We have stood behind political, social activists, the real one, because look, we know the real people. Forget about all these charlatans or gossip and rumor warmongers every day. Talk. When you put what you're saying on a scale, it doesn't weigh anything. We don't have time for you. You just one day wake up and you're gone. You'll just disappear. But the real people will stay. When we were following them right from time, when it was popular to stay with them, when it was not popular, when it almost was like such a shameful thing to be with them because they are going through stuff, we stayed consistent. You came and told us that Omoyele Sowore said this against Jonathan. Jonathan, who was the best human being that happened to Nigeria. Jonathan, who had credibility. Jonathan, who this, Jonathan this, Jonathan that. Look at Jonathan. Look at do you know what I don't like is when you resort to, when you just, I don't even know. Like when I play games with my kids, and you know how they go and they plan. Like my daughter, I'm owing my daughter $10. That's the worst debt I've owed in my life. $10. See, I've done businesses where I've taken very big loans, but nothing has been as treacherous as the $10 that I owed my daughter. She was the one that forced me to take the money. I don't know what I was going to buy. I was looking, I didn't have cash. She said, she went and opened her safe and she said, Daddy, take. If you know how they have requested for that money, if you know the amount of time she has told me, and she's now talking about interest on the money. She even God. Chai! I don't even know how I got into that money lending thing. But Jonathan will come out. No, what I was trying to say is that, okay, now I recall my thoughts. When my daughter is doing this thing and I'm playing along with her, in her mind, she's very smart. And in her mind, she's smarter than her daddy. And I'm playing along. And she goes to confide in her mother how she's really working me and going to twist my arm and make money off me by loaning money to me and charging interest. And when I come and I express and we start arguing, I tell her, you should stand that all of those things. She goes and she's very, very happy that she's pinned me to the corner. That is what these politicians are thinking. There's no way else I can explain it. Okay, did you hear the kind of story that Jonathan is telling us? That, first of all, Na them plan am, na them planner am by themselves. Nothing. You think 1 million is something you just say, well, I don't know. Like 1 million is something that your wife finds you with. Honey, who owns this 1 million? Say, which one? This 1 million? Honey, I don't know. I swear I don't know. I just waka. Then next thing I see 1 million. That's 1 million, no. But now we're talking about 100 million. You think 100 million is something somebody just wakes up and they just see in their bank account. Your friend just gathered the 100 million, just give you. It just happened by accident. Is that what you're telling us? Like we are really fools? That's the annoying. You see, you don't understand where my annoyance is coming from. You don't get it. This Jonathan, and I'm going to go somewhere. I think I saved some things. I'm going to read it for you guys, share it with you, so you. I think you guys have forgotten. But Jonathan will now come and tell us that Northern Group. First of all, they say Northern Group buys form for Jonathan. He didn't say anything because they are watching me and you. See, this is a clear example. They are watching us. All these people are doing experiments with us, and they are getting bolder and bolder as they see the level of our complacency or complacency. As they see our level of nonchalancy. You know, they've been winding us and putting us under pressure to see how we react. And they are now seeing that, like person will kill something. You go to touch her to see whether the thing don't die finish. Until when the thing is no longer breathing, then you now carry the thing to go and start roasting it. So they've been watching. They throw the thing, they see our reaction. Jonathan, he was there. He knew when they were going to publish that thing. They published it, all the papers, then they sat back. People say, make us say, no, leave them. Make us see what thing they will do. People actually now started debating. Foolishly debating it. People like us, we didn't debate, we didn't talk about, we knew. See, let me tell you something. Sometimes some people will call me. Let me just expose this online so that some people will know. Somebody that have not called you for years. So many years they've not called you. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, gram on your phone, you pick up the phone. Chidi, I just say, my guy, check on you. I don't think, bros, now, wow. It usually doesn't last for up to a minute. And then we'll drop the call. You know what my wife would tell me? My wife would tell me, baby, wait for the real call. This one is not the real call. This one is supporting film. The reason why this person called, and don't get me wrong, it's not everybody. I know my real friends. My real friends, sometimes they don't talk to me for 3 years. And once they call me, the instant they call me, we just start misbehaving immediately. Like we just start talking rubbish, nonsense. I have friends. Somebody like Kelechi Amadiobi, if he calls me, I don't think we've spoken for almost maybe more than a year. And if he just calls me now, we just start misbehaving. That's all I can say. Somebody like Stanley Akpoke, Duffy, so many people. They don't have to, I don't have to be scared when they call me. But some of you, when you call me, my wife will say, wait for the real call. And she's always right, because less than 24 hours later, you now call me so that I won't say you didn't call me after a long time. So that you now justify that I called you and asked about your family before I now call and talk about the real thing I'm calling you. So that's what they do. The first time they come out, that's just to test the water. It's not the real thing they want to say. So they said Fulani Northern Group bought form for Jonathan. They now kept quiet. Then they now say it's when they saw public reaction that it was not good. His press secretary, media secretary. We didn't know he had a media secretary before. Just suddenly came out. Hey, all these people is for you to say you bought the form for for the president, for former president, it's an insult. How can you insult him? Are you saying he doesn't have money? It's an insult. Everywhere. You know, I told you talk is cheap, but text is even cheaper. Yeah, people texting up and down, fighting. It's insulting Jonathan, no insult Jonathan. We just did a look una. Because we know, say, when I never start supporting film, we are waiting for you. Shebi, when we didn't talk, you come to our channel, you check, we didn't say anything about Jonathan. You became frustrated. Because at that time, it was, they never reach where they go. You know that fella song, where you they go? I never reach where I they go. They never reach where they go. That's why we are not disturbing them. We know the bus stop they are going to. When that bus stop reach, and there we now begin to talk, say, wait, we want to get down here. So people started arguing, texting back and forth. Okay, so 60 of you joined from when we started. No, not 60 of you, another 39 of you. Please do us a favor and just take the video and share it. Just one share. Just share it one, then come back. You're not going to miss anything. I promise you. Go pause it. Now I continue. I just post this for you to be able to share the video. Thank you so much for sharing. So after they come talk, text. What did you hear again? Jonathan, the same Jonathan that said they insulted him, now went into like, how can you think that somebody spent 100 million by accident? He didn't tell somebody. You go and bring out money and buy house for me, buy house for Chiiied the furniture. Then Chiiied comes there and comes say, it's an insult for you. Why do I insult me? Please, I look for somebody to insult me like that. Insult me, I beg. Thank you so much, Jacob D. I appreciate you. You know, so Jonathan now held a meeting with these guys. And just look at the stupid, laughable sequence of events. So Jonathan goes to a meeting with these people. And when he goes to the meeting with them, he comes out with a statement. Now, are you ready for this? Jonathan now says, you see here, this thing that you people went and bought form in my name. Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. But I accept the form. I accept it too. But I will get back to you people later. What kind of nonsense with that? What kind of rubbish is that? You went to meeting with them. You told them you're not happy that they bought the form for you, but you accepted the form. But then you told them you get back together. You buy motor for me, new motor. I collect the motor with the key. I can't say don't try it too. I'm not happy with you, but I collect the motor. But I say you will hear with me. You will hear from me. That is easy. You know, when you are being silly and stupid, you'll be doing only stupid things, very stupid things, things that nobody will even know how to describe. That's what Jonathan did. He doesn't have any iota of smartness. It is as dull as former President Goodluck Jonathan. I'm telling you, Jonathan was dull. Jonathan was just dull, docile. How do I know? I worked with him. We worked with Ifeanyi, but I don't want to go through that right now. But we were the ones that were pushing, just pushing Jonathan like this. I didn't come here to castigate his person, because he also had his good qualities. You know, they say when you keep quiet, people will actually think that you're smart, Like when people are talking, making contributions, you be a lodo, you don't know what to say, but you just say, say, this man is a smart man. He did say anything, that man is a smart man. Somebody said, I read this morning that Jonathan finally accepted the form. If this is correct, he may have lost the little respect he's been enjoying since leaving office due to GMB's blunder. What are you respect, care? You see, this is where I have a problem with people. People expect me and my wife to come to social media every day and come and talk about every little thing that I don't want to say any little person, nobody's little. But you expect us to react to everything that anybody says. Even some people who are mad people, some people they craze. You want us to react. Why should we react to it? Especially if it is something that we treated so many, like we take up a case, we investigate the case thoroughly, we do videos on the case, we fight wars, we face public humiliation, we face public insult, we stand for the truth. And that time you will be pouring venomous statements on and accusations on us. We took everything just because we wanted to stand on the truth. And it is documented evidence. And we move on. Then now, when people start talking about, you want me to, what do you want me to do? You want me to waste my time? No, we don't got time for that kind of thing anymore. No, we don't do that. We don't do that. If you want, go back to our videos. Go and see what we said about what we said when it was happening. Maybe that will help you to know how to treat truth and falsehood. Maybe that will make you understand that it's not by the numbers. It's not where you see plenty flies. You know that flies gather more where there are dead, smelling things. And where there's clean meat, clean, fresh meat, sweet, clean, fresh meat. You don't see flies there a lot. You just see a few flies, if you see any. So think about that. So when we're telling you about Jonathan has always been like this, but you never understood. We knew it when we're trying to help and push him. In fact, it was more of a fight for the region, not about Jonathan's personality. So for all those of you who are now coming to now say Jonathan losing respect, Jonathan this, Jonathan that, we knew all along. Why do you think he hurriedly accepted that Buhari was the winner? No. After what Olubebe, is it Olubebe or that guy? Do you know that guy? Do you know how he'll be feeling? Jonathan had every reason to contest that election. No wonder we're all shocked. He just came and he hugged Buhari and everything was over. Everybody was shocked. Agreement is agreement. Now you're beginning to agree with me that there was an agreement. When we told you, you said go and keep quiet. Every day you see Jonathan in Aso Rock. Did you see all the other presidents? Why? Because this guy was messing up, but Jonathan kept going there, hobnobbing. PDP lost in Jonathan's place. Agreement is agreement. Greed. Jonathan, that it was a providence and destiny that just landed him where he was. You see, if you are not spiritually advanced, you will always mess up the call of God on your life. That's what Jonathan just blew. You were just a commissioner in your state. You were just a commissioner. Not elected, appointed. Do you understand? So that didn't make you a politician. You should have just known It was just God. By special favor of God, you climb from commissioner to deputy governor. From deputy governor to governor. From governor, you became vice president. Providence, natural, organic work of God. Not by your own, effortlessly. You are an example of unmerited favor. Grace, pure grace of God. Ebele, that's your name, Ebele Chukwu. God just had mercy on you, favor, but you just rubbished it. You just messed it up. From governor to vice president, everybody was always fighting for you. You didn't have to lift a finger. Jonathan could not even go to Asu Rock. Jonathan was not vice president of the nation. Jonathan was not even allowed to come to the presidential wing of Asu Rock. When ministers could go there, when house helps of the president and the Yaradua's wife could go there, Jonathan was not allowed to go there. That was how weak Jonathan was. God and people like Omoyele Sowore and our dear sister, the NAFDAC woman, Akunyele, Professor Akunyele, fought so hard for you, and you found yourself again in the seat of president. Always. And now, you now want to use your hand and do it. You don't need God anymore. Now you want to call yourself. All the other time, it was God that called you to these positions. But you missed your mark. Tons of things God would have done through you. You sold out big time. And now, you now want to come and be the one to do it by yourself. Oh yeah, now we will see you. We will see how. I'm telling you, it cannot happen. I am not God. Oh, if God wants him to be president, who am I? I'm not even going to fight God. But if it is this God that I've come to know a little, just tiny bit of him, Jonathan is not going anywhere. You see, God, sometimes, not even sometimes, all the time, God comes and does things to restore his name. God comes and does things so that the faithful will not fall by the wayside. So God will still come and be God. You can't come and just take the glory to yourself. You can't come and you just continue to do these things, sell out, continue to sell out until the same APC you are now going to cross over to the same APC. Hi. Wow. I mean, I've told you people, until you come together and support somebody like Omoyele Sowore, this time, and God, I don't know how long God's grace on my life will last, though, because sometimes God can say, Chidi, the grace to do this thing don't expire, and he'll move me to another place. Me, I'm just going through exam, and I'm committed to passing this exam because it is tiring. It is frustrating. I don't want to talk about this every day. There's so many things I can talk about. You think making money through YouTube no dey sweet me? Just come and talk about one useless thing and just see 200,000 people watching you. You go at the end of the month, you go and cut your check. But you still come and sit down and talk about people, this kind of people, and all the nonsense that they're doing. But why do I do this? Because I know that these people have raped a whole generation. We're not talking about that they raped just their own local government. We're not talking about they raped their people around. They are raping the whole generation. Look at what they did to Nigeria. Just look at what they did to that country. See where you are right now. children at home. I'm not saying there was no ASU strike or non-strike or whatever, but just look at young people just without a future. Just look at how people are being killed every day. And these people think everything is okay. They are not even afraid. Do you see the boldness with which they parade themselves? In a country where people are not able to eat, people are just collecting 100 million naira form like nothing. What a big insult. And when you do the calculation, you see people say that about 75% of the electorate are young people. See, I'm going to put up my number because I like people to really call, because I know what is happening. And you people think we're joking, okay? People see that we're doing a program, and then they now come and say, oh, go to that channel. Sorry, I'm going to post the number. I want you to call. People go to that, they say, go to that channel. That guy talks about Sowore. Go there. Let's talk about moral. Let's talk about P2B. And then you come and that's the only thing that you want to talk about. I don't have a problem with you supporting your own person. Like I'm supporting Sowore. You have a right to support anybody. But don't come and say, oh, this person is not going anywhere. This person is not going anywhere. Call me. You see the number I just posted now? Call me on the phone. I'd like to have a dialogue with you so that you can tell me how you think these people have any plans for the people that they are clamoring to come and lead. You know, today I was going to talk about Jonathan misbehaving and the Omoyele Sowore and other stuff. And what they've done to Omoyele Sowore is that him coming out, you know, when people hate you, there's a difference between hating you and hating you with a passion. There are people who hate Omoyele Sowore with a passion. And there are people who love Sowore with a passion. Millions of people. Not because of his person. Omoyele Sowore is not even, if you're somebody who's looking for a cute, gentle, quiet, but he will disappoint you. So sometimes don't even try to come so close to the person. And just stay with the ideology. I'm not saying he is bad, no. But I'm saying that it is about what somebody believes in. It's about how consistently they pursued it. It's about their lifestyle, which is consistent with what they believe in. That is what makes you love what they do. That's what makes you follow them. That's what makes you support them. And not just because you came up and you just started just talking, and then people just agree with you and just start talking. Somebody, yes, okay, we can even talk about that. You will not, I'm telling you, when people just tell you that, oh, this person should come and contest for this post because they ask them what they did. I mean, for real, not just because they said it. Ask them, hold them accountable. And let me just pause to talk about Omoyele Sowore, Kingsley Moghalu, and P2B. I will choose Omoyele Sowore any day. Any day, I will choose Omoyele Sowore. Why? Because we're talking about Nigeria. We're talking about who Igbo people are good enough to rule Nigeria. But Ijaw people are equally good enough to rule Nigeria. Thief people are good enough to rule Nigeria. I'm telling you, there are good people everywhere who are equally good to rule Nigeria. So it's not for me about Peter Obi or Mogalo. When it comes to people who have fought for Nigeria, I'm not talking about you in your little corner doing your little thing. Somebody who has done something that impacted the life of Nigerians. We're talking about Nigeria. We're not talking about one Nigeria. We're talking about every Nigerian. It's Omoyele Sowore. Mogalo, come and show me what you have done that impacted every Nigerian. Peter Obi, come and show me what you have done that has impacted every Nigerian. Where were you when Nigerians were on the streets? Where were you when they were demonstrating, when they were screaming, when they were scavenging over Indomie? Where were you? What did you say? What was your location? In fact, what I should do is call the dates. On this particular day, show me where you were. I think that's what we should do. We should put out dates and say, look, you. Where were you when this and this and this was happening? Because it happened to us. We are the people it happened to. Where were you? What did you say? What were you trying to preserve? Oh, you didn't want to talk because you had children. You didn't want to talk because of your wife. You didn't want to talk because of your businesses. I didn't know Peter Obi had supermarkets and all of those things. Oh, you were protected. You didn't want people to destroy those things. Oh, but Omoyele Sowore also had a wife and has a wife. Oh, Sowore also has kids. Sowore also has a house in the United States of America, has a business in the United States of America, has access because of his green card to all the good things and beautiful things in the abroad. But he was there on the barricades, out in the streets. Where did they break his? You think they break your nose inside your room? Did you see how many times he was arrested, put in a Black Maria? Oh, you didn't know? Oh, some of you, you wish you could go back and recreate. You know, that's the funny thing. You wish you could go back and recreate. You wish you could go and find you could go back and find recreate, find a picture, a video of you doing some of the things that these people did. Somebody says, Gladys Onyabo, she's watching from Atlanta, USA. This is my first time here. Gladys Onyabo, you're truly welcome. Make sure that you subscribe to our video. I'm telling you, call all the names. Call all the names. All the names you're calling, they're my friends. Dele Momodu is a friend. I respect him. I brought him to my show. We interviewed him. But when we're interviewing him, it was not telling us it was coming out for president. So now we feel like somebody that they just came and deceived. So we're now watching him with one kind eye. However, I'm telling you, I'm not even going to too many examples. NSAS, just NSAS. Look, I've said it before. There is nobody. All these people who are coming from Igbo land, from Biafra land, focus on your people first. Ndị Igbo si na a na-esi n'ụlọ malụ mma wepụta n'ama. What it means is that charity begins at home. Let's open the books. Let's open the record book for you people. Governor Peter Obi, do you want us to talk about? I've told you, you're not going anywhere if you don't have the support of IPOB. If you don't have the support of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I don't care whether he's incarcerated, whether they drug him, whether even, God forbid, but even if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is dead right now, you still have to get his acceptance and his approval. And Peter Obi, until you come and stand and answer questions about the IPOB members, or the number, I think it was in your region that they killed the greatest number of IPOB members, apart from the ones that are happening right now under Hopus or the man. You have to come and answer now. So come and answer some of the questions before we go ahead with you. Or we'll just come and follow you. No, you don't want to touch those areas. I want you to touch those areas. Touch them. Just it's the economic thing. Come and touch, answer those questions. Abi, you are taking for granted the influence that IPOB has in the Southeast. Okay, let me pack you small. Somebody says, stop using your IPOB narrative to campaign for Sowore. You see, that's the problem. Why should we stop using IPOB narrative? You think it's a make-believe? What? I'm not making anything up. What? Sowore supported IPOB. Sowore held a meeting with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu and Sowore were right now being accused of terrorism and planning to overthrow the government. Two of them, leader of Revolution Now and leader of IPOB. You think it was made up? The thing is, some of you, because you were not interested, you did not even know what was happening. So the things we are saying right now, it's strange to you. But it's recording time. Oh no, today is payback time. We will talk. You didn't know. Go and read now. You just woke up and you saw Peter Obi for president and you just joined. And you did, because when we were at the barricades, when we were resisting, when we were agitating, you were not concerned. So that's when all these things we are talking about, that's when it happened. So I'm not trying to, it's not a narrative, it's a reality. Narrative is something people just start talking, and then to see whether it will catch, and then it catches. But when we hit you with reality, you're thrown off balance. Go and look at the bridge of Omoyele Sowore's nose. There is an indelible mark there. That thing was an army of a police officer that used the butt of his gun to break his nose. Go and join yourself, ask questions. And I know some of you have started leaving once we start talking like this. But it's okay. Go and take the message back to your people. Tell them they're wasting their time. If you cannot stand before Igbo people and Biafrans and answer the questions about who killed the young men and threw them inside Ezu River, you have not started. If you cannot answer the question about how Python dance happened on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you're not ready to answer the question. You're not ready for us yet now. Just go and be sleeping. We will also ask you, yes, that in the recent times, when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was going to court, all you Igbo aspirants and Biafra aspirants will ask you, where were you? Oh, you didn't want to come out because of self-preservation. You didn't want to come out so that these people might kill me. But there was need to support Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We watched it live. We were waiting to see you people. All of a sudden, on the day he's in court, your Twitter handle, they took light on your phone. You couldn't even tweet anything. You didn't want to be linked to him. When they arrested him, you were happy. We were watching you. We kept watching you. You didn't know. We watched your handles. We watched your reaction. And as I'm watching, millions of Biafrans, they watched. They didn't see you say pim. They recorded it for you. Oh, you didn't know? Oh, God. Now. Why now? So you didn't check very well before you just started. Somebody said, so you want this matter here? I put my number here and I told you to call. Call me. I don't like all this type. If you know you are really serious, I challenge you. Pick up the phone and call. Call my number. Let us talk. Live on air. Call me and pieces me. Tell me those things that you think Omoyele Sowore has done, or those qualities you think that disqualifies him. Remember, we're talking about the president of the Nigeria country, nation, contraption, whatever. Because the idea, and you know me, I was done with elections. I don't trust these people. I don't trust INEC. But when Omoyele Sowore gathered us and he says, guys, if we back down, these guys will be happy. If we stop now, we will make it easy for them. That's what we are. We're activists. We will resist them. And we said, okay, let's do it. And he declared for presidency. So that's what you're seeing right now. And so these are the people who deserve the right, who have earned the right to aspire to be president of the country. Not people who just wake up one day and say they want to be president. We didn't, for the last 3-4 years, we didn't see you. Where were you? I have a caller on the line. Hello, Osakwe, how are you? I'm fine, I'm fine. Are you Mataya online?
Yeah, what do you say?
There's somebody that I was waiting to call him, but go ahead, go ahead.
I'm not that person. I'm getting when we are saying somebody will write me, say don't use your channel to promote Sowore.
Yes. Someone said don't use.
Don't listen to all those people that are evils. All those people that write against Sowore or rape against Poland, they are not the people of Nigeria. They don't have sense. I don't think people know the truth. They are fighting against the truth. You know the truth. Why are you trying to behind the truth? Sometimes I have challenges with some people here in Denmark. When you know the truth, try to fight for the truth. Don't try to against the truth. Sowore is the light. Poland is the light of Nigeria. All those people, they are people that stand for the truth. We are all human beings have to support these people. Let Nigeria go well. I don't see the reason why people are trying to against people that is fighting for the truth, trying to make changes in Nigeria. So please, don't listen to them. I know you will be provoking you. Even me, I'm provoked when I'm seeing people fighting against it. I don't like them.
It's okay. Thank you so much. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you for your channel and everything, your participation in this party. I really like it.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I appreciate your call, okay? Bless you too. Yeah. Part of the reason why when people make comments, we go and talk about it is because you can see the ignorance. I like to appeal to people's humanity, because there are things a lot of you didn't know. You didn't know that P2B was the governor when all of these things were happening to IPOB. Even some of you who are IPOB members, you have not answered the question of, remember that video where your comrades were clapping in a primary school? You don't know? And the military men came, they knelt down, they opened their submachine gun, pointed it at civilians who were carrying Biafran flag, opened fire and killed, massacred people. Ask who was the governor and what the governor did. Ask those questions now, so before you know who you're following. Do you understand? Someone said, well done. Are you coming to contest for governor of Enugu State? You and Yele are contesting using facts. You and Yele are consistent and using facts when you talk. Yes, we're using facts when we talk. But about coming to contest for governorship, that's a story for another day. See, right now, it's not about running for governorship. We've gone there. We have seen the level of dilapidation there. We've contested. We have seen. We understand what is needed. But let us fight from the sidelines. There's a lot of work that I can do from the position I acquire right now. And if we are able, mind you, we are not coming to, Sowore is not coming to rule this Nigeria that you're looking at. You see, that's one thing I have been hoping to make people understand. Sowore is, somebody says, Royal O, he says, my goal is Biafra, but until then, P2B remains the best available solution now. The same P2B that did not stand. You see the kind of thing that people say, and I don't even know what to tell them. And I've challenged you to call, and you're not able to call. I really gave you a challenge. If you call through WhatsApp, it won't cost you anything. You're already online. All of you, I want to hear you because you hide behind this text. Call and let us talk. When you say, you just contradicted yourself, because Peter Obi does not believe in Biafra. Peter Obi does not stand with IPOB. Never did. So if he becomes the president, he's not going to give you IPOB or Biafra. Sowore, on the other hand, is not interested in this constitution. Is not interested in one indivisible Nigeria. What Sowore is interested in is in every Nigeria state whereby everybody has a right to express themselves. Everybody has a right to practice what is provided for under the law. Everybody respects the human right, the United Nations Charter of Human Rights, which allows for self-determination. These people that you're talking about will not allow you to do that self-determination thing. Who will they give you a referendum? Which of them is talking about a constitutional change? If you do not change the constitution, how are you going to get Biafra? You see, it's funny when somebody who says he wants Biafra and he says that he says, Chidi is not reading any of my questions. It's pointless continuing here. Hi, Burry. You sometimes don't say I don't read your questions. Let me go back. It's because sometimes I want to focus on what I'm talking about. So, hi, Burry, you said, Dr. Chidi, do you know Eman Wampa from Enugu State? Eman Wampa. I think I should know Eman Wampa. Please tell me a little bit about him, because right now my brain is just focused on this program right now. So sometimes I may not be able to understand what you're saying, but I think I know Imam Wampa. Is it the one that was a music teacher in UNN? Hi, Burton. Please let me understand, okay? But don't think I ignored your question. I'm just trying to bring out the point we are making today. Remember, the point we are making today is that people like Goodluck Jonathan, they just vindicated us. They messed up seriously. And people like Jonathan, Asiwaju, just look at the Amechi, Wike. Look at the people that we are allowing to suffer. Do you know there's a way that if we were talking and expressing ourselves, you know that Generation X that did NSAS, if we were to activate NSAS, and which other better time to activate NSAS but now? They kept you at home for 3 months. 3 months. And yet, you are allowing them. Maybe I should also, as I'm putting the phone numbers, because I know some of you, I was supposed to talk about the ASU strike with you, but we just couldn't continue with that. So I'm going to post the link here also, so that if you wanted to come live and talk, I can give you a chance to express yourself. So hi, Burry. I hope you've not gone, because I tried to answer your question, but please, if there's another question you want me to answer, please ask it right now. This is an interactive thing. I don't know it all, and you know me very well. Someone says, I heard on Flip TV that, okay, is that your question? I heard on Flip TV that Sowore is a tool of the APC. If you can ask that kind of question, you don't know Sowore, so there's no need to even answer you. I'm telling you. Um, um, in all the debates, you can't. Dr. Chidi, if Sowore is not in all the debates, he can't win. He must be in the debates. You don't understand. They don't want him in the debates. I thought you would understand what we're saying. But you ask yourself, that person that every time they don't want him, you should know there is something there now. If somebody is always being attacked, if somebody is always being cut off by the powers that be, what does that tell you? That is a clear justification now. Look at the people that are in prison right now. He says, Dr. Chidi, do you have candidates in all the offices of all the states? What are you trying to say? We're a political party and we're going to field candidates wherever we are able to. Look, we are realists. If we are not able to field candidates in all of the places, we will contest where we have candidates. That's what we will do. We will AAC party in all the states. We have right now, remember, we've not done our party primaries, we've not done our convention. There's still time. Nobody's a candidate yet. All you have are aspirants. Those aspirants, they are entitled to buy the party form and indicate interest to contest. We will now do primaries. It's only when we do primaries, and we're going to do primaries in all the states, then you will begin to see candidates emerge. So we're taking it one step at a time. Jacob B says, Mataya, we've been waiting for you. You don't want to call. I put a number. You will go back and say they don't want to hear you. Mataya, call. Jacob D says, Chidi, no God has ever called anyone to govern a wicked place like Nigeria, my brother. But the people that God has called, you will see them in action. I'm telling you, when that time comes, you will see. Dr. Chidi, it's okay if you support Sowore, but please don't attack P2B or use your platform to paint him bad. Our enemies are already doing that. Nobody is my... don't say that. Don't say that. This is a democracy. This is my opinion. And I'm saying this opinion to make sure that we understand what is happening to us. I'm not painting P2B bad. If the facts I'm bringing out is painting him bad, it's not me that did those things. It's him. I don't have to bother about it. If our enemies are making us to stop thinking, you want me to keep quiet? You think I'm happy with what I'm seeing? I'm not happy with what I'm seeing, because it looks like the enemy, the narratives they are pushing is actually beginning to make people go in their direction. Why do people always take this position of confront me with facts, call me on the line, let us talk, let us argue. Don't go and say, who is your enemy? Ask me who your enemy is. Who is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's enemy? Is it the man that came to his court case to show support, and people tried to, knowing that people were waiting for him, and they tried to kill him with a dagger? It was caught live. Is it that person that is your enemy? Or is it the person who doesn't want to support what you're doing? That's my confusion. It's just a question I'm asking you. Since you come here, you say Biafra is what you believe in, just like I believe in Biafra. Then I'm asking you to show me those of the other people who are in this race of Biafra with us. And you call a name, and I'm telling you, show me how that person can prove to us that he's with us. You get angry and you say, I'm painting somebody black. You see, that's how you lose an argument. When you don't have any concrete points to present in your argument. You just take this position of you're painting me by, you're insulting me, you're being rude. No, 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 no. We're talking facts. The thing is, I'm hitting you with facts that is making you think. That's all we do. We hit you with facts that is even following that person. You never pondered over those things. These are questions I want you to go back with. And if you see that this person is not fit for the job, let the man for the job do it. Sowore was in a meeting with professionals, Nigerian professionals. They called him for a Zoom meeting, and they asked him, "What if they make you, what if they ask you to join with Kingsley Moghalu? Are you willing to join with him?" And he said one very funny thing. He said, I respect Kingsley a lot. And I truly, really respect him. However, and this is Omoyele Sowore speaking, he says, Kingsley is too soft for the job. Kingsley cannot do the job. We need a radical person to be able to do the job. And he was correct. He was very, very correct. You need a radical person to go and shake the table. Then we will come. Because see, we are on our way. This is not the main thing. We are still on our way. Our destination is Biafra. Our destination is Oduduwa Republic. Our destination is all because Nigeria in the first place was not a consensus country. We did not come together and say we want to live together. No way. We were forced together. We were welded together. So we need to, you're welding aluminum and wood. You weld aluminum, wood, brass, and you force them. No. You must bring a radical change, bring a new constitution, scattered everything, and then carry the thing and give to the people who own it and say, you guys come together and decide what you want. That's simply what we're trying to do in the African Action Congress. That's exactly what Omoyele Sowore is trying to do. But you want to give it to the person who doesn't even believe in that ideology, who in their statements, they're not even talking about Biafra. I've not heard P2B open his mouth to talk about the Biafran struggle. Well, that's an exaggeration. Maybe he said it. But why? Because he's afraid. He's afraid of the people that he's sucking up to. You tell me that I'm criticizing him. I'm telling you the fact. Yes, of course, we can't continue like this. Adorable says that first, we thought Buhari would solve the problem because of his past military status. But, oh well, we were wrong. Oh yes, and we are about to make the same mistakes all over again. Thank you so much. Valentine says, Sowore has sacrificed a lot for Nigerians. That's what we're talking about. That's exactly, if you understand what we are saying. Nobody's saying that nobody's talking about stopping the Biafra agitation. Like I told you people, I'm 100% for it. Mataya, if you're not going to call, all these things that you keep writing, they don't make sense. After P2B, we will support Sowore. Let PO give us good economy, better electricity, and human capital development first. All these things is just talk now. Mataya, and look, I appreciate you being on my channel. Don't get me wrong. When we get into these banters, it's just because we're having a political debate. It doesn't mean that I don't hate you, and I appreciate the fact that you are one of our listeners. But Mataya, this thing you just said now is English. You just speak grammar. Economy, electricity, human capital development first. I don't understand when people keep talking about coming to develop. Who are you coming to develop? With waiting, how, where, how? You're coming to develop the Igbo man's capital, whatever. Or is it the Yoruba man you're coming to develop his capital, whatever? Under what? Or is it the thief man under this hunger state of things? Where your oil is in the hands of a few people. No, now. You don't need all this, you don't need rocket science. Just take over the country. Let justice reign. If you allow justice and fair play, people are already developed. Who is developing Nigerians abroad? Who developed me here in Canada? You don't know I'm freaking smart here. You don't know what I do here. You don't know the kind of respect that I command here amongst people who are my mates and my peers of different nationalities. I almost don't even recognize racism here because I don't have time for you. I do what I have to do. I hold my head high. And I'm from that Nigeria. Every training I got was from there. I was trying to explain to my children the difference between a private school and a public school and why we want them to be in a public school. Not because we cannot afford a private school. And we don't have anything against anybody being in a private school. But we were trying to explain to them that being streetwise is the number one thing. You got to be streetwise. You have to be street tough. So that tomorrow, when all these principles, flashy principles that people bring up, when it fails, your street wisdom will always stand. Do you get it now? So people like Sowore, they have the street wisdom. All these Nigerians they are ready. They were born ready. Everywhere we go, we excel. The same people, we excel. Go to Harvard, go to Oxford. Every year they say a Nigerian won this, a Nigerian got that. What we design vehicle for Ford. Electric car designed by a Nigerian. COVID-19 medicine, Nigerian. Somebody came the other day and said Nigerians are not patriotic. I say, I don't blame you. So please, let's stop that thing. I can see that a lot of people, I mean, we can only come to one conclusion right now from what I see, is that Omoyele Sowore is the right person for the job. You just don't want to accept it because sometimes I don't even know why. I don't know if you have, if you don't chop small money, and some of us don't even know why. My friend said is P2B. My friend says is this person. That's why you must just support them. And we're not talking about an Igbo. We're not being tribalistic here. If an Igbo person is good enough, let them become the president. I'm telling you, I don't have nothing against it. If they are the ones that are qualified, let them by all means. Okay, but for now, this is the person that this is the person I'm campaigning for, based on what I see and based on what I know. Then that's why you see me behaving the way I am behaving. And like I said, everybody has a right to believe what they want to believe. I was checking one of the last points I wanted to make. You know, and I'm going to end on this note. Recently, there's been shouts, cries, chants of war. We're going to go to the southeast. We're going to go there and destroy them. Go there and find out the people who killed the military couple and 2 other people. And we have condemned it on this channel. Let it be on record in case you're hearing it for the first time, that we condemn in all ramifications the killing of those army couples. There is no justification. And we believe whoever did that should be brought to book. We are calling on security agencies. We trust you. We are counting on you to bring the real people who perpetrated that ugly act to book. That is a job for you, not a job for us, not a job for IPOB, not a job for ESN. Catch the right people. So while you're waiting to do that, we place you on notice, place the whole world on notice. Now, we don't want you tomorrow to come and say, eh, you know, these people started this thing, so now we're going to go inside the place. There's been so many, and I don't know why people do that. People just get up and they do a video. Share this video to everybody. If you're living in Olu, run away. If you're living in Imo State, run away. I heard somebody say that they said that the commandant said that they said that they said. Videos that are like 3-4 years old, just scaring people all over the place. I believe with all my heart that whatever they plan to do in the southeast in terms of attacking as a result of the killing of those soldiers has been destroyed, it has been neutralized. Because right now, they know the whole world is watching. They know any move they make right now, people will know what people will know what is going on. You know, you can't just jump into there and begin to. So many facts that were leveled against them has nullified whatever plans they had to do. For instance, did you hear about the Nigerian soldiers that were killed recently? I think Omoyele Sowore, I'm going to go to his page, and I want to show you guys this thing, and then we will close. Okay, because it is important while we are telling the military that we are holding them accountable. It is important for them to know that we know what is going on. So we are not just going to sit down and watch them come and waste lives under the guise that, oh, they were looking for the people that killed the army officer. I was looking for that story, and if someone has a link to the story about army officers that were killed, I want to talk about that story and want to use it to indict the military and tell them that what they are doing is absolutely wrong. Okay, and so let me go to that. Let me go to that story. Let me show you that story. Just give me 1 second. I want to go pull it out. It's very horrible. Very, very horrible. Nigerian army soldiers. Okay, see, there's a new video now. Terror group Islamic State releases video showing execution of Nigerian Christians to avenge the killing of leaders in the Middle East. I don't know if this kind of story. I was looking for another thing and I just heard this one. And let me share it with you. Let me share it with you because maybe that might make sense. Let me share this with you. Because when we are talking about the situation in the country, maybe these are the kind of things that the army should be worried about. You see these kind of things, that's what the army should be worried about. So let's go here. Okay, let me share. I want to share the one that talks about. Let me share it where I've already made it big, because that will make more sense. Let me share it from Sahara Reporters. Can you imagine? A terror group, Islamic State, they are releasing a video showing execution of 20 Christians to avenge killing of leaders in the Middle East. The video was published on an IS-linked news outlet and shows 3 groups of captives in civilian clothes. You see? Let me see if someone is calling into the show. Are you calling into the show? Okay, we'll talk later. You see that? The video published on link shows three groups of captives in civilian clothes. The time of the video and location of execution is, however, unknown. And they executed these people. And Nigerian army is not doing anything about it. It's not saying anything about it. Look at another one. How bandits killed 6 soldiers. Look at that. How bandits killed 6 soldiers and over 34 others during Salah attack on Taraba community. He said the assailants entered his constituency with motorbikes, popularly known as Okada, and killed the people, including the soldiers and police officers mobilized to avert the attack. This is not, we're not talking IPOB now. We're not talking Imo State. We are not going to hear you say, oh, we are going to carry soldiers and go into that place. We're not going to hear you say all of that right now. But you will come and say, oh, this person come again. This matter, I said, the same Sowore was one of the major tools used to attack Jonathan and remove him out of office. The only way I can answer you now, again, Matthias, is if you call. My number is right there, +1 647 989 2837. If you're not going to call, then we won't entertain your question. I won't read anything that you write anymore. So you're also defending Jonathan, the same Jonathan now that is now sleeping with APC. What are you talking about? Jonathan has picked APC form. Jonathan is running under APC. Why are you still blaming Sowore? Jonathan just vindicated Sowore and everybody who was writing against Jonathan. Yes, Sahara reporters were writing against Jonathan, reporting what he was doing. That's why they are Sahara reporters. They reported Yaradua. They reported Obasanjo. They reported IBB. They reported Abacha. So when it came to Goodluck Jonathan, they shouldn't report Goodluck Jonathan because Goodluck Jonathan is a job and Moyele Sowore is Yoruba Ijo, or Goodluck Jonathan is answering a belle as an Igbo man like me. That's why they shouldn't report him. You see your double standard. You see why we can't listen to people like you? No, we won't listen to people like you. We will do whatever we are supposed to do. See, a lot of people also complained during the time of Jonathan. Even this guy, you don't know your history. I don't know how old you are, Mattia. And I want us to keep, it says, Solomon BS, your insult can't change facts. But you, Mattia, you're dodging the facts. Since you know history, and you say that Sowore was a major tool that was used to attack Jonathan and remove him out of office, do you also know that Sowore was a major tool that was used to install Jonathan as president of Nigeria? History break, 2 minutes history lesson for you. When Yaradua was already dead, Sowore was the tool that announced to the whole world that this man was already dead and they are bringing him back to Nigeria. Sowore was the tool that captured the video of when Yaradua landed in the airport and they turned off all the lights in the airport and he taxied until he taxied to the presidential wing of the airport, Nnamdi Azikiwe Airport in Abuja. And then the ambulance was waiting. They carried so that nobody can capture a picture of a dead man, dead president, wheeled into the ambulance while all the lights in the airport was off. They turned it on. No plane landed until they left the airport. Sowore was that tool that was used. When they were trying to rape everything because this man was dead in Asu Rock, dead, but they were still running. The wife, is it Turaki or Turaya or whatever, was still running affairs. Sowore was the tool that said, no, Jonathan should be the president and fought hard for him. You don't know your history. Go and ask. Jonathan offered Sowore a post in the government for helping to make, but he wasn't helping Jonathan. He didn't care who he was. He was just speaking the truth. He was saying the right. He was saying, no, this guy is dead. The vice president should assume office. It didn't matter whether the vice president was Mohammed, was Amadu, was waiting the Ogun or Obi or Isaiah or Gertrude or Janet. Whoever was the vice president was supposed to be in power. That's what Sowore fought for. And he fought hard, like I told you, with Akunyele and other people until there was nothing else they could do and Jonathan was sworn in. How come people like you, Mattia, when you get to that part of history, you ignore it? You ignore it. Somebody said Jonathan joined the APC that removed him. It does not on his part after he has denied for some time now. You're still, why are you still Sowore? You should be celebrating Sowore by now. Because the man you're defending has finally packed into, you're defending a woman. They say the woman is sleeping with one man in your yard. Every day you tell her, Chidi, why are people talking? Now the girl has packed her load and is now living with Emeka inside the yard. Why are you still why are you still talking? If the girl is living with Emeka, two of them are now husband and wife. Hasn't she justified us? Purely justified us. So again, with all the nonsense that is happening, Jonathan misbehaving, all these people running helter-skelter, it is because we are allowing them. But as we say, we can't continue like this. We will protest, we will match them fire for fire, we will follow them bumper for bumper. Those of you who are afraid, it's okay. We will go on your behalf, and when you see reason, you'll come and join us. Okay? It's okay. It's okay. Some people have different times of waking up. Why we keep talking like this, even when we feel tired, even when we don't feel motivated, is because we are hoping that one day people like you will see reason and you will join us so that we can begin to. We have not set off on our journey. They've not even allowed us to take off. It is only when we take, because nobody will give you power on a platter of gold. That's why we say, take it back. You have to grab it by force. You have to work hard for it. When we take this power, then we will be able to call everybody together. It's just like when somebody has won the thing, he says, okay, Oga, this is it. What are we going to do about this thing? How we go share up? Now all of us get out together. How we go share up? That is when the real journey to our independence, the real journey to our emancipation, that's when it will start. I want any of you who is against Sowore to come and tell me where Sowore has said that Nigeria is one indivisible country. Anybody who says Nigeria is one indivisible country, that is the one Nigerian that we're talking about, and that person is a wicked fool who benefits from the spoils of Nigeria. Nigeria is divisible. Nigeria is negotiable. So it is mischief when you come and say people like Sowore is one Nigeria, they believe in one Nigeria. No, they believe in all Nigeria. An inclusive country where people can determine what they want. As long as you are denying people the right to determine their future, then you're a wicked person. You're purely wicked. And you should be swept under. I don't even know where they should sweep you under. And Nigerian army and any other person who is planning to come and attack the southeast, attack Biafra land under any guise, we're aware of what you're doing. You have enough problem. You have enough killings that are happening all over the place. Go and settle those matters. Okay? All your tricks in the southeast. And you notice what happened? Immediately they were exposed, everything just stopped. But in a few days, remember how you just started seeing IPOB has been this, IPOB has been that. And then, final warning for those of you who are planning to attack Omoyele Sowore, you know, once beaten, twice shy. Come, try it. Try it. You know, the first time you people came, you smashed the window of his car. The other time you came, you shot him in the leg. The other time you came with a dagger. All of those things that you did, try it again now. Shebi, we heard that Malami and the INEC chairman, they mobilize people from Girishi. And you know what? The same people that you pay, they come and tell us. They come and give us all, but we don't go. We're not like all these people. You run to the internet, say, "Hey, look at, they told me on the news. That person called me. I have the voice note. Let me play the voice note for you." We don't roll like that. We are bigger than all those things, but we have all that information. But if you also attempt to do the street thing, no problem. We accept your challenge. You already told us what you're going to do, but we'll be out on the streets. We're coming out tomorrow at the barricades to protest the ASO strike. We'll talk about it. We'll protest. We'll defend our rights. Come with your people. We are fully ready for you. And anyhow, that's everything. Everything, nothing is off the table. Just come and we will welcome you in the name of the Lord. Anyway, thank you guys. Thank you so much. I know it is tiring. I know. Trust me, I know. But let's not give up. Let's keep doing what we're doing. This is our cross, so that's what we meet at. It's not your fault. It's not my fault. But as long as it is our cross, God will give us the grace to bear it, and God will give us the grace to say and do what we need to do. But I know that truth will always triumph, and in the end, we will be the winners. Okay, and those that are against us, we shall see them no more. I'll take this last question. Jacob said, "Dr. Chidi, why are Igbos backing or even speaking about Goodluck Jonathan? Was an Igbo man a joke, or those who call themselves Niger Delta won't dare back him?" Oh, you ask the question now. You ask the question. Dr. Chidi, talk true. I help give you reasonable talking points in this broadcast. Mataya, I told you you're not my enemy, and let me appreciate you. But you will also agree that you learned some history. Okay, just go, forget the pride. Just write, say, Dr. Chidi, thank you for teaching me. So let me first of all write my own, then you write your own, then we'll go close. So thank you, Mataya, for allowing your ignorance to be used to lecture us. See, I don't thank you. I don't thank you now. So thank you, Mataya, for allowing your ignorance to be used to lecture us. So now you type and say, thank you, Dr. Chidi, for teaching me some history lessons. Just write it down so that we'll just end. And then we'll shake hands, and then we'll just dismiss like brothers. So I'm waiting for you now. Once Mataya type his appreciation for learning history today, we'll just end the show. So Mataya, you have 10 seconds going. Just type your thank you. Where will they go? Okay, I know you're typing. Guys, let's let Mataya type. Mataya is going to type. And while I'm teaching Mataya. But we need to see, Mataya, you have to, if you don't type, that means we are still fighting. But I don't want us to fight. I want us to end on a good note. Okay, so Mataya, we're waiting for you. because I'm sure you learned a lot of lessons. You didn't even know the role that Sowore and Sahara reporters played with Jonathan. Now you know. You didn't even know that Peter Obi was governor when they killed Biafran, so he cannot be defending them. Today you know. And that's why, do you see IPOB? Do you see the real IPOB talking about Peter Obi? They can't even talk about, like, they can't even talk about him. And you know that IPOB commands a lot of influence in the Southeast. There is nothing that you will talk about the Southeast and you talk about it without IPOB that will succeed. Forget about it. It will not happen. Just like you want to do a revolution and you're counting, you're counting, discounting Revolution Now movement, or you want to decide the future of Nigeria and you're discounting Omoyele Sowore. You never start. Never start. Anyway, our dear friend Mataya has chickened out. So on behalf of Dr. Erica, I want to thank every one of you. Please, 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 you guys are my friends, but you forget to subscribe. So please, let's go subscribe and click the notification bell. While you're there, remember to ring that bell, okay? And leave us a comment. Mataya, you can go there and yab me or pour your frustration on me. But on behalf of Dr. Erica and every member of our crew, I really want to thank you for being here, and I'll see you guys in our next video. All right, I love you. Bye bye.